Dallas, Texas, the ninth largest city in the United States with a population of over 1.2 million people. It's home to 21 Fortune 500 companies, including ExxonMobil, JCPenney, AT&T, and Texas Instruments. Dallas has 5 professional sports teams, NASCAR and Indy racing, and more than 200 golf courses. This is why over 24 million people visit Dallas annually. And at the heart of Dallas's thriving tourism and nightlife scene is a destination brimming with artists, musicians, and anyone looking to have a good time. Deep Ellum.
So before Corona, it was lit. This whole block, this was the spot.
I'm a native of Dallas, Texas, so lived here all my life. And this used to be just a few months ago, right before the coronavirus. It was super busy, and it was car to car, bumper to bumper, and everybody. It was the life. It was the Vegas of Dallas, Texas.
Used to be full of spirits, full of activities, people walking, having a good time, dining in and out. It's just a total change. It has brought on just a new, culture shock within the whole community.
Right. Everybody knows that Deep Ellum is hustling, bustling, the center of entertainment, the center of commerce, the center of business activity, and all of a sudden it's stopped.
Established in 1873 just east of downtown Dallas, originally as a residential and commercial neighborhood, Deep Ellum found its claim to fame in the music scene. Beginning with jazz and blues in the 20s, in the 90s it was the spot to catch Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Radiohead. And today, the tradition continues through the annual Deep Ellum Arts and Music Festival. Additionally, Deep Ellum is home to art-based businesses, including photographers, tattoo shops, gallery owners, recording studios, graphic designers, clothing boutiques, and of course, a plethora of unique restaurants, bars, and clubs. Needless to say, Deep Ellum was one of the busiest neighborhoods and concert areas in Dallas, full of art and history for all ages. Until it wasn't.
And ever since the coronavirus has hit the DFW area down here downtown, it has been like a ghost town down here. We drive down here, nobody's outside, nobody's walking.
There's fears. There's a lot of people that had to close indefinitely, their bars or their restaurant bars and whatnot, and so it was sad, because there's a lot of very well-established places here that have been here for many years, and now they're no longer going to be here anymore. And I can't even name them all.
My question is, who will be able to survive and come back after it's all over? Because we noticed a few places out of business.
Due to the pandemic, previously profitable conglomerates who called Texas their home, like GNC and JCPenney's, have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Additionally, over 1.5 million Texans have filed for unemployment. The biggest job losses, though, have occurred in the restaurant sector. Although restaurants in Texas are allowed to be open for delivery and takeout, there aren't enough shifts to go around. Or, in some cases, there just isn't enough business to pay the bills. As a result, an estimated 688,000 restaurant workers throughout the state have been laid off or furloughed. Those stats are felt hard in Deep Ellum's eateries and bars, as well as the retail sector, which includes businesses having to develop new means of income just to survive, which leaves every day in Deep Ellum looking like a quiet Christmas morning.
I am a musician, and I was a bartender before Corona started. Obviously, both of those fields kind of got shut down. So for me, it definitely impacted all of my livelihood, and I had to find another means of income. And in the middle of right before Corona happened, I had already signed a lease, so I was scheduled to move. And my birthday was a week ago, so Corona has kind of been all up in my life a lot. But I think the best thing about it is it has created people, as a musician, I know a lot of my friends have been forced to kind of find ways to get more creative. So it's okay, I have time, now let me get my merch together, let me figure out how to broaden my online fan base, and I feel like it's made people get creative and think outside of what they were comfortable already doing. So for me, just being able to have time to like stop and write and practice and just slow down and rest, I feel like that's like been the blessing of Corona for me. So moving forward, I'm going to take everything that I've had the time to actually do, that I had free time, and implement it and just hit the books or hit the road running whenever everything is open again.
I mean, I think it's going to take another year because from what I understand about the virus, it's a seasonal thing. And so I mean, if it comes around next year, you know, we're still going to have to know how to deal with it next year. So I mean, it's going to take a while to get back to where we're, you know, the same. If we ever get back to the same, I mean, things will be completely different now.
You know, when are things going to open? When are things getting back to square one again? You know, like back to where it was. And it's not there yet. And it's going to be a while. It's going to take a few weeks. So who knows? Who knows how long it'll take for it to be exactly where it was, because right now it's definitely not. And last night, even though things were opening last night, we walked around Deep Ellum, the up Main or up Elm down back through Maine, and it was still quiet. It was still super quiet. We were just like, oh, you know, we're hoping for a little bit more. I think commerce was a little bit more busy, and so we were happy to see that. But
I feel like I always kind of force myself to appreciate life, but I feel like it makes you appreciate. It shows that rest is a mandate. Like before, it's like, oh my God, I gotta do this, but now it's like, well, I can't really go out as much. You know what? Like, let me figure out how to do things on my own. Like, I know so many girls are like, I can't do my nails or my hair. And so many girls are like, I learned to do my nails myself. I can do my hair myself. So almost it's kind of like empowering a little bit, just making people like learn to do things a different way.
As summer 2020 progressed, we began to find case numbers and the death count falling. But as COVID-19 has established a resurgence in the wake of a seemingly flattened curve, restaurants, shops, bars, and clubs are losing momentum. Their hopes to swing their doors wide open to a crowd of patrons are being dashed as owners and staff are finding it difficult to forecast a financially profitable tomorrow.